and welcome to the 161st edition of Beer Issues. My name is Matt Bruckert, coming to you live here from Casa de Bruckert, where we're having another outstanding beer, a true classic, the Samuel Smith's Nut Brown Ale. When I say outstanding, I mean it's rated outstanding. It's rated 91 out of 100, and to be honest with you, I would probably rate it even higher than that. This is a classic English brown ale. And when I say classic, it's actually rated the number 2 English brown ale in the world. So it doesn't get much better than this. And honestly, I looked at number 1. I'm not going to mention it, but this is a better beer. So I will call this the number 1 brown ale in the world. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this, and we'll talk about it a little bit. The beer clocks in at 5% alcohol by volume, so it's not going to be super boozy beer. I'm pouring it to where we get a little bit ahead so we can look at the lacing. Now, if you see the color in this, you're getting a caramel almost with a red hint to it. You've got great carbonation, as you can see, and I might maybe pour it a little bit heavy, but you're getting great carbonation. You're getting carbonation on the side of the glass. You're getting a nice head with retention. So a very classic brown ale. I'm going to pour a little bit more of that. And I'm pouring it into this soon-to-be world famous Bruckert Tavern glass. So of course that's special, along with our Beer Issues pint glasses here. A little plug for how awesome Beer Issues is. Anyway, let's go ahead and smell this. Okay, so what I get in the initial smell, which is kind of odd for a brown ale, but I'm picking up some almost like a dark fruit smell. And I definitely get the malty, the caramel toffee type scent in there. And then I get that bready flavor, but not like a white bread kind of flavor, more like, or scent, more like a wheat bread type, because I think that's because of the roasted malts. You get that more wheaty with the non-roasted malts. You get a little bit more white bready type flavor or scent. With roasted malts, you get a little bit more of that like wheat bread scent. Smells good. Now, just so you know, a little known fact, this is the oldest brewery, I think, in England, I believe. It originated in 1758, I think. Yeah, 1758 is the number. So they've been making beer for a long time. So let's go ahead and test it out here. What an outstanding brown ale. Now, if you're a fan of a brown ale, which I have, I don't drink them all that often, but I've always been a fan of a good brown ale. This to me, is as good as it gets. You get that roasted malt flavor in there. You get the sweetness from the roasted malts that gives you the like caramely toffee kind of characteristics. That fruit smell that I smelled at the beginning, it doesn't come through as much on the flavor. I get a little bit of it, but it's very light and mild. And what I like about this is they use the type of hops, and when they make this, they just kind of makes it have a crisp finish. So you don't get that lingering aftertaste of the beer. You get the sweetness up front. Then that dies off with the hop that you get. But when I say hop, it's not like a hoppy beer. But a lot of the English beers and the German beers, they'll have hops at the end, but they're a milder hop. They're what they call old hops, or old English hops, old German hops, whatever, the old style of hops that were more mild, as to where you get hops in the U.S. now. A lot of them are either fruity, or they're going to be so piney and resiny, they just kind of punch you in the face. Well, these are a mild hop that just kind of finishes the beer and makes it kind of crisp on the end, so you don't get the lingering aftertaste of the beer. That is outstanding, and I like that it comes in a little bit bigger bottle, so I can get to enjoy a little bit more of this, because boy, is it delicious. So I'm going to make sure I enjoy this beer and kick back and relax on this fine day. Now, a little bit of information about Samuel Smith's Brewery. I definitely want to get over there one day, because Samuel Smith's Brewery is actually, they have the bar and the brewery, and apparently they still do a lot of the stuff old school, like the beer deliveries. They're still doing by horse. They have like workhorses, kind of like with the Budweiser and how they used to deliver with the Clydesdales. Well, they use work type horses like that over there. I don't think they're Clydesdale, but they're a similar type workhorse that they use for delivering the beer. And I guess the beer goes in the UK to over 200 different breweries or different bars in there, and they do that by, I don't know if it's all by the horse, but they still do quite a bit of delivery for that even today. So that's kind of a cool little thing about the brewery. Also, in the bar, first of all, they ban music in the bar. So when you go there, you're going there to drink beer. You're not there to be listening to music and enjoying yourself. You got to be focused on this high quality beer that they make, and they've been making it since 1758. But the other thing is hey, we don't allow cell phones. So cell phones, that's not a thing there at the Samuel Smith's Brewery. They have banned cell phone usage in the bar. So when you go to that bar, and I think it's just a great idea myself, because we're on our phones way too often, let's be honest. So the only time you should really be on your phone is while you're watching episodes of Beer Issues. Other than that, you really don't need to. But even that, you can't watch episodes of Beer Issues while in the brewery. So cheers to them for making it a sacred place to just sit and focus and really enjoy your beer without any distractions. Yeah, I think the beer deserves every bit of that 90, 91. I'd give it a 92 or 93 myself, but it is just a phenomenal beer. So if you like a brown ale and you haven't had this beer, hurry out to the store and get it, because you will not be disappointed. It's a great beer. If you enjoyed this, make sure you tell your friends about Beer Issues and how much fun we're having talking about great beer and drinking great beer. If you want any cool gear like this great Beer Issues shirt, make sure you go to shop.beerissues.com. And as my wife likes to say, I have beer issues.